What?
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Good.
I'm not leaving you behind!
Dr. Wowie.
Brown?
Wait! Whoa! Calm down!
Impossible.
Just take a look at this.
Oh, no!
What's going on with that radio?
I have done all.
Chance.
What can I say, you blew?
What?
Yeah.
Bad voice acting in video games for this week is for Resident Evil Survivor.
You are a murderer. A murderer.
A murderer? What are you talking about? Answer me!
Because that's the average reaction you'd get when someone calls you a murderer.
But no, I do like how the word murderer was said 3 times, and it's just like, you were a murderer. Murderer. Murderer?
I suspect that he's calling me a murderer. That's right, you're a murderer. 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 Why is he calling me a murderer?
What's going on with that murderer?
It's just an unnecessary amount of emphasis on murderer. I get that he might be a murderer, but yeah.
He does the killing, does he?
I don't know why he talks like this when he's being called a murderer. Do you know why?
He's very surprised at being a murderer.
I sound really happy about it. I don't know, it sounds a little bit creepy, like some sort of character from Barney's Playhouse or some sort of kiddie show like that. Like, hi kids, I'm being called a murderer. Wow.
And you leave Barney out of this. He didn't do anything wrong.
Does kind of remind me a little bit of Siphon Filter 2's bad voice acting with Gabe Logan going, Chance. But no, let's stick with Resident Evil Survivor. That's what the bad voice acting samples are all about.
I won't allow you to escape. You're going to pay for what you've done.
As you can tell, he was evil by his use of pauses, but poorly timed though. Ha 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 ha.
I had a brief pause. I am the main bad guy.
What a creepy kind of guy that was, Hyper. I don't want to mess with that bloke. You never know what might happen. Especially if he's talking like this. Ha 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 ha. He doesn't sound like a very good bad guy. It sounds like your typical nerdy dweeb that you find in the local library, not big bad guy who's pressing buttons on a PC and he's gonna unleash evil or anything like that.
He has the power of God and anime on his side. That is also a reference, Jake. I expected more from you.
Obscure references, because they work so well on the radio. It doesn't stop us. In any case,
It doesn't stop us, no.
No,
It's a steamed hams.
Steamed hams, but that's not obscure. But what if I served fast food and disguised it as zombies from Resident Evil?
Remember your mission. We're doing a clean sweep of the area.
They're doing a green sweep.
Remember your mission and do a clean sweep of the area. Bane's helping out with the bad guys and spreading zombies around Raccoon City. Fantastic. As you can tell by this voice acting,
Yeah, I'm just going to let you wallow in that just a little bit, Jake. You've earned the silence.
Hyper. Just wait here for a moment. Cover your ears. Shout out to everyone. There is a new space as my wonderful co-host in the Cyberden. Hyper is suddenly going to have an accident in the shower and thus be unable to present forever. Please send in your resumes. Moving swiftly on, Hyper, I don't think this guy's really suitable for the job. I mean, I get that he's supposed to be a bad guy, but do they really have to give him a gas mask? It sounds like he's choking on his own sweaty socks.
Maybe he had the speech impediment.
Maybe. Well, by shoving a
But
gas mask
maybe
on his
being
face.
a bad guy has this thing, you have to have a bit.
You can't be high and mighty if you're a bad guy. You've got to have something that kind of messes up your voice, like a gas mask. Because otherwise, it doesn't make you sound as scary. What, Steve? What? What? Steve, take those socks out of your mouth!
They're so delicious!
Oh man, those were some great socks. It tasted like sweaty cheese. Sorry, remember your mission. We're gonna do a clean sweep of the area. Okay, thanks, Steve, thank you. Now, of course, that didn't happen. That wouldn't have happened. No, they just had to give him a gas mask on his gob and just mess up the audio quality. Let's play more of those rubbish samples.
I may have been a bad person, but that was before. That's not who I am now.
You can totally trust a person like that, who talks like that, right, Hyper?
Of course, never judge a book by its cover, Jake.
Yeah, so what if I talk like this, and I smile all the time with big wide eyes? And so what if there are literal skeletons in my closet with rusty meat hooks and sickles covered in stained blood, and also... I'm rambling again, but you can trust me, friend? Friend. No, I really think that if you meet a bloke and he's talking like this, saying, "That's not who I used to be, I'm trustworthy now." Pal, talk normally, please. You're going to scare the children. I really didn't understand how they got away with giving a protagonist a voice like that. I mean, he's supposed to be some sort of generic John Default American kind of character. So why not just give him a John Default American generic voice? You know, just, "Hi, my name's John Default and I'm the protagonist of this Resident Evil game. Did I mention I'm American? There's nothing much to my character except I'm American." But no, they had to go a step further. I mean, this was the 90s. Of course, Resident Evil had some pretty rubbish voice acting in some of the games back in the day. Resident Evil Survivor is no exception. There's probably going to be that one bloke who talks like that, you know, at the local shops, maybe in Australia. You ever get one of those kind of blokes, Hyper?
Whenever there's a creepy bloke talking, it's like, "Yeah, g'day, how you going, mate, eh?" Not real, like, you know, crusty, so like, "Oh yeah, nah," it's more like, "Oh yeah, nah, mate, I can give you a hand, eh? You got 20 cents? I need to buy myself a Macca's ice cream cone."
"Hello there, Hyper. Give me a kiss." No, Steve.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got it. Now please leave.
Oh, but Susan, please don't talk like that to Hyper. "But I love his radio stuff." Susan, please leave. Lee Jackson's writing in, says, "Knifey Spoony. Have you played that game before, Hyper?"
Oh, I'm world champion at Knifey Spoony.
"You can trust me. I was like that. Here, let's have a game of Knifey Spoony. This is a knife." "That's not a knife. That's a spoon." All right. Maybe you can trust me. After all, you kids have played Knifey Spoony before. I love Simpsons quotes. All right, let's play more samples.
I came here to investigate. Oh, yes. I remember everything.
Well, is that convenient? You remembered it all. Congratulations. You solved the case.
His voice is so unfitting for this. This is supposed to be him going around with amnesia. That's original. And there are zombies around trying to kill everyone. But he's going around like, "Oh, yes. Wow. I remember everything. Oh, boy.
I did it. Wow.
Wow. It sounds like a twisted version of Blue's Clues. Or maybe Dora the Explorer.
We just got a letter.
Oh, yes. It's just the way he says it. He's supposed to be like a big eureka moment, and he goes, "Wait, I'm not a murderer. I'm some other bloke. Oh, thank God. I'm so happy. I'm so relieved."
It's wow.
Wow. Chris and Eureka dropping off inappropriate comments I can't read on the airwaves.
Krishna, cut it out.
Yeah, he sounds like he did something to himself.
Krishna, I don't have to talk to you later.
Please don't.
Be good.
Oh, those eureka moments you have, Hyper, you know, where you think, "Finally, I figured out the big old problem with this thing," and you go, "Wow."
I came here to investigate. Oh, yes. I remember everything.
Yes.
Oh, yes. It kind of does sound like, as Krishna Rika suggests, Owen Wilson, but even more amazed.
Wow, yes, that is absolutely correct.
Wow.
I can't believe I didn't pick up on that. I feel like I've just let myself and everyone down.
We found Blue's Clues. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason I sound like Owen Wilson when I say wow is because he is one of my favorite memes out there. Just wow.
There it is.
You haven't lived until you've seen the 3-minute, no, it's like a 5-minute supercut of every wow he's said in a movie, and then there's a part 2.
Now stay back! Don't come any closer!
I know you think that I'm a murderer, but you're wrong. I would never do anything like that.
All right, we'll just take your word for it. Done and dusted.
Well, that's a relief. Thank you, good sir. Any time. After all, it's not nice to call a person a murderer. Wow, this guy's really persuasive. Oh, maybe not, because... Okay, I kid you not. You know the person who was like, "Stay back! Don't come any closer!"
You're a murderer!
It's 2 things. Number 1, no, that was not Krillin from Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but he does sound like it. Number 2, that was, a 9-year-old boy?
Oh, I thought that was like a 60-year-old woman.
It does sound like a sassy 60-year-old lady, like, I don't know, Krillin mixed up with Oprah or something like that, saying, "You're getting nothing, no, you're getting nothing, you're getting nothing, nothing for everyone, woo, yay, whoa, yeah, you go, girl, okay, ooh, my brother testify." But no, it's nothing like that. Just a very inappropriate...
the best you can come up with.
Just a really inappropriate voice for a young boy. It doesn't sound like a young boy. It sounds like a woman impersonating a guy, I think. A lady impersonating a dweeby bloke who is impersonating a little boy. I would never do that. Never.
Boy.
Why are you laughing? I don't know. I do that sometimes, but I'm no murderer. You can trust me. It would be a killer thing to do. Sorry, I'm doing it again. It makes me sound like that I'm anything but a good guy. That happens a lot.
This is me. I am Vincent. It was all my fault.
No! Darn! It was all my fault. Oh no! Pooh. I don't...
Is this the same guy that just said it wasn't his fault and now it is his fault?
Yeah, basically this final sample was from earlier in the game when he thinks he's a murderer. So, context, there you are. But, oh no! I'm a murderer! Pal.
Not again.
You're really not selling it. I'm gonna talk like this, with a lisp. That makes me really, really sad. Close enough. Forget it. Let's just record this and get out of here. I want to go home already.
I'm tired.
I'm bored. Let's just record that and go home. Yeah, good enough.
Steven, I can give you 2 cups of coffee. We can do it real quick and leave.
Oh, great. Oh, no. I'm a murderer. Ooh. Arg. I am the sad boo-hee. I mean, boo-hoo.
Sadness is all I feel in my soul. Whatever's left of it.
Crawling in my skin. These words,
they feel like skin.
I'm not a murderer. Okay, enough of this. Enough. So that was bad voice acting in video games, Resident Evil Survivor.